folks. I just purchased this refractor Celestron StarSense Explorer LT 80mm, and this is kind of a review and kind of my experience the first time using it. So thank you for watching. I have this SV Bony CMOS camera on order. It should come in this week. This is my first look through my cloud. See the clouds up there? Mm-hmm. This is the edge of it. And let me, oh, here it is. This is my focuser. Come out and it's getting blurrier. Go in and it's getting sharper. That's not too bad there. Much easier to lock into a star or a planet through this than it would be with my naked eye. Anyway, this is the first day, first night, first shot of the moon. The problems I had with my iPhone were the ability to control the focusing or the light levels. It was totally overdriven, so to get good shots of it, I had to wait or move the iPhone back and forth to try to get it in a dark area. So that's why I ordered the SV Bony eyepiece camera. In hindsight, I would not have ordered the SV Bony because it pales in resolution to the iPhone SE. We're constantly trying to adjust the telescope so that it stays on the field of view and tracks whatever target that we have. And that causes a lot of wiggle jiggle and makes alignment problems. After doing some research on Google, I found out that this telescope, the Meade 90mm, is the #1 telescope in refractors. And if you'll notice, it has two fine adjusters for horizontal and vertical, whereas the Celestron is very rough, very wiggly, very jiggly, and hard to track your targets. As our planet turns, so does the objects we're locked into. So there's a constant readjustment process. So if I were to grade the Celestron, I would say that its adjustments are not fine enough, and it has not allowed for the kind of tracking or precise tracking that this kind of a process needs. So I would grade this somewhere in the D+ to C- as far as a grading system would go. So I have to give a shout out to Ed Ting, and I learned a lot from him. Experience is the biggest teacher, but when you have somebody that's got 30 years of experience, I find I need to pay attention. And for those of you YouTubers that like to sit in front of the camera to present your content, you're making the content more about you than the product that you're reviewing. And I find that tedious and annoying, and I tend to skip those videos versus the ones that'll actually show you an image that they are taking or the equipment that they are using. So that's my personal take on it. That's my personal opinion, and I hope you're not offended, but I hope you learn from that. There it is. I got it right there. That planet to the right. Yeah, this is Jupiter, and the video was taken with an iPhone SE.
And its moons.
I left all the struggling in because this is my first attempt, and you should know just about what is involved when you get a refractor
Or
or any telescope, what's involved
so hard
the first time you use
to
it.
do this when it moves so much. Let's see what we got there. There are moons around that little sucker. This is December 9th, 2021. About 5 to 6 degrees away from the moon at this time of night, which it's 5:32 p.m. That's why you need an equatorial mount to track these suckers. Well, let's go back to the moon if we can. Oh, there we go.
As you can see how the iPhone overdrives the image through its automated focus correction software.
Need a moon filter. I have this SV Bony CMOS camera on order. It should come instead of using this iPhone. iPhone has given me some good pictures of the moon and some okay pictures of Jupiter, and it's hard to set the whole thing up when you have to do it in, so many. Well, the whole point is this makes life easier. It's got filter thread adapters, which I have a set of filters on order too. Well, that's not my scope. And it's got that video there. So I purchased mine on the 11th. And what is today, 12th? Oh, I got it yesterday. Okay. Here's my moon filter. It's kind of a kit and it has its own container for it. And so I get 4 filters of different gradations. That's 4 great filters in one kit. Everything you'll ever need for optimal views of the lunar surface. 3 neutral density filters with different levels of light transmission, 13%, 25%, and 50%, allow you to choose the perfect filter for viewing conditions. Moon and Sky Glow filter provides high contrast views of the lunar surface and enhances observation of deep sky objects from light polluted skies. Aluminum filter cells provide a rigid, durable housing for the filter glass and are threaded on top and bottom for stacking. Kit includes a plastic carrying case with moon map and legends for identifying the lunar features. Is this app enough?
Okay, this is the SB Bony.
Now we got a video going.
And I'm
They have free software you
setting
can
up
download,
the
and that's probably what they want you to
red
do.
dot scope. Well, I found out that but it works fine with Photo Booth.
So I'm going to take my first videos with photo booth until I find something more appropriate. I didn't expect that. Somewhere I'd swear I saw one of the YouTube videos saying that it worked with Mac or Windows. So surprise, surprise, now I'm reading it does not work with Mac. Things are working. I mean, you know, my MacBook Pro found the SV Bony right away.
This video was taken December 17th. So this is just an extension of the last video after I got my SV Bony and the filters. Right now, or during the filming of this, the temperature is right around 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 35 degrees. Light wind, maybe 5 miles an hour. And barometer's 30.265 INHG. On this night, we had a full moon, and I'm using the SV Bony, and I'm still struggling as a newbie. And I feel that the iPhone has much better resolution than the SV Bony 105. The SV Bony 105 has a small sensor on it. It's a 2 megapixel camera, and my iPhone SE is a 12 megapixel. So you can see the problem. The clarity is so much better on my iPhone if I could just get it to not overdrive the images. Okay, this has the dark filter on it. Okay. I think I'm going to add another filter. Combining filters. Let's put them all on and see what happens. Should lose some clarity with 4 filters on it. That's 4 filters there. Guess that's too much filtering. So we'll take them off one at a time here. Well, that's a little better. So if you're just a newbie looking for a telescope, this should give you an idea of what a 80 millimeter refractor Celestron StarSense telescope can do. It's got a little over a 3-inch objective lens, and I think it's something like 900 focal length, and it has an f11 ratio. If you're really looking for crisp, clear pictures, I'd start with an 8-inch Dobsonian, and I don't know how Dobsonians track in their standard configuration, but my biggest problem was tracking, because there was a lot of jiggle, and that changes the focus and the light levels. So my final recommendation, if I have it to do over again, would be to purchase the Meade 90 millimeter refractor scope. I was pretty impressed with the ratings on it, and it's rated number 1 in refractors of that classification.